Money in the Bank. Shorty, what you drank, y'all. This is the ministry. We are talking about WWE Money in the Bank coming from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. July 6th. It's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a show. Not really interested in, let's see, we got the Intercontinental Championship going on. I think it's Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. Honestly, I don't really care too much about Braun Breaker at this junction. I think the character's boring. I think he's a freak athlete, obviously, but I don't know. I want to see what his, what he looks like on a bigger stage in terms of his ring psychology and all that good stuff. So we'll see if he's any interesting to watch. I also don't particularly care to see Sami Zayn continue this run too much longer, so I'm kind of torn on that one. I kind of wanted him to drop the belt to Gable. That didn't happen, unfortunately. I really think they should have milked that Gable heel run with Alpha Academy a little more. Maybe there's still more to come. We saw some stuff last week with him trying to plead with Otis and Maxine and Tozawa for help against the Wyatt Six, which that's a whole nother story. I'll get into that and how disinterested I am in that group another time. But let's see. We got the Money in the Bank ladder match. Personally, my pick to win would be LA Knight. I think it's time for LA Knight to get his just due. I think he's been I think he's definitely been done a disservice ever since he blew up. And I understand why they didn't want to just immediately pivot to him right away. And they gave him a lot of important moments, important wins. He main evented against Roman Reigns one time. We knew he wasn't going to win that. At least he won the Battle Royal at SummerSlam last year. He had a lot of important spots, and he's being used in the upper mid card and main event scene often enough to show that he's actually solidified himself as a top player. But I really want to see LA Knight take that next step. I was at least with the United States Championship, man. This man hasn't won a single title yet. It's just crazy. If not, I doubt he's ever gonna hold the WWE title. He might, maybe if he can withstand another few years and the hype with Roman and Cody and everybody else dies down. I don't know. You never know how the stars will align on that. Maybe he might go after the World Heavyweight Championship. Who knows? But Gunther looks like he's going to try to take that at SummerSlam, and I'm thinking Gunther going to hold that thing for a long time too. So who knows? I feel like this is like the moment something got to happen with LA Knight. I don't know. You also got Jey Uso. What do they call him? Mr. Yeet in the Bank? Yeet in the Bank. I like Jey Uso. I think he is extremely over. But I just don't know if he's ready for a title run yet. Honestly, Jey Uso, I love Jey Uso, but he's kind of dry in terms of his character work. I mean, you just show up on camera and say yeet 20 times. Just like his in-ring work, you just show up and super kick 20 times. I love Jey Uso, man, but let's be real. He needs more depth, overall. Then you got, I don't even know who else is in the Money in the Bank match, man. Let me check that out. And then we'll check out the women's match too. I don't think anybody else. Drew McIntyre, of course, he's in the Money in the Bank. I'm honestly getting tired of this thing where Drew McIntyre earns an opportunity, he gets it, and then he loses it because of CM Punk. Like this whole thing got to stop. So I kind of hope that they don't put it on him. Like, just why can't they conclude this storyline with Drew McIntyre without this title? I don't know. They really want to try to make this title part of his plight, but don't care for it, man. I don't care for it. I want to see somebody new come up in the scene. And for me, right now, the only one that would make sense in that match is LA Knight. Hold on, let's go and look at the card on CBS Sports. Come on, man. All these ads. This is why I don't go on these sites, bro. Ads on top of ads. Like, can't even look at the content. USA Today. I know they'll do me right. At least I can close theirs. Crap. All right. So we have Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes. Now that will be an interesting one. Carmelo Hayes, of course, I don't see him winning it. He's too green. Andrade, he's cool, but not his time. Chad Gable. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't see it right now for him. Yeah, for me, it's either got to be LA Knight or most likely Drew McIntyre. I would take Jey Uso as well. Um, I don't know. Maybe if there's something with this Jey Uso, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be, maybe Jey Uso wins it, and maybe there's a change in the guard. Maybe Cody ends up dropping the belt to Solo eventually, and I don't know. I'm just kind of riffing and thinking ahead of time, but it's a long year. So at least a year down the road, you got to think when it comes to Money in the Bank. So there's a lot of different things you can do depending on who wins it. For the women, we got Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Don't Care, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Zoe Stark. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Io with another run, but I think this has to be another Tiffy moment. I think this has to be Tiffy time, man. Io can do it. She can stay relevant without the Money in the Bank. She already did her Money in the Bank run. It would be like, I don't think WWE is interested in repeats. So Tiffany Stratton, I think, is my pick there. I don't really care about Lyra Valkyria. I think she's kind of mid. Zoe Stark, mid. Chelsea Green, funny, but mid. Yeah, so I think Tiffany Stratton's the pick. Naomi, I love Naomi, but again, mid. Naomi's not, I don't think she's the right fit for the title picture at this time. As much as I love my sisters, I don't think I can go with her. Let's see what else we got. We got I don't know. It's Money in the Bank matches. Then what are the other? Oh, we got that tag team match with the Bloodline and Cody, KO, and Randy Orton. I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some kind of cheating going on, some kind of weird stuff that I want the Bloodline to win. I don't care what nobody says. I'm loving this new version of the Bloodline, and I'm very excited to see where they're gonna go with it. Knowing Roman's gonna be back eventually, Paul Heyman is gonna be back as a face. Then you still got Jimmy out there in the win. You still got Jay. Then apparently you got Zilla Fatu might get in the mix. Might even see Rikishi make a play a role. I mean, that's just like fantasy booking right there. But let's see what else. So we got Tiffy time and Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Uh, Damian Priest and Seth Rollins. So I don't know, man. Like if the plan is to eventually move the belt back onto Drew, I feel like Seth Rollins will have to win because at the end I can't speak. The dynamic between him and CM Punk still hasn't been. We haven't scratched the surface on that yet. They've been going with CM Punk versus Drew for the beginning portion of it. So I feel like finally bringing Seth Rollins into the mix, man, that might take us all the way to, I don't know, Survivor Series type stuff. Definitely SummerSlam is probably going to be a big deal. Or they might just keep it on Damian Priest. Judgment Day is kind of hot right now. They're still kind of rolling even without Rhea Ripley, which is very, very interesting. And then Finn and D. What's his name? I can't think of the big head dude. J.D. McDonough. J.D. McDonough just won the tag team championships, make the Judgment Day look a little more legit again. So maybe they want to give them a little more stronger of a run to kind of solidify their status at the top right now. So I don't know. We'll see. Gunther. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Gunther. So I don't know. The CM Punk prediction might be a little bit off. Like I said, that might be further down the line, but who knows? I feel like they're gonna keep it on Damian Priest. So those are my picks, man. I got LA Knight for the men's Money in the Bank. I got Tiffany Stratton for the women's. I have Damian Priest retaining his World Heavyweight Championship. I have the Bloodline cheating their way to a victory over RK Odie, is what we're calling them, I guess. And then I have Sami Zayn retaining his Intercontinental Championship. I don't want to see Braun Breaker win it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not. I could see them trying to take it off of Sami and just giving it to Braun and making Braun another unstoppable heel like Gunther was, but I just don't see it. I'd rather Sami keep it and have a more meaningful feud for that championship. Braun, it would just feel like they're forcing Braun Breaker to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to sound like a little bit of a Braun Breaker hater. Just don't really care for the guy. So that's my picks, and just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yep. So I'm gonna be watching, man. I don't know who's out there. Apparently, there's a rumor that said that there might be a couple of surprises at Money in the Bank, which is typical for an international show. They're gonna have at least one or two surprises. I'm watching Big E in the ring right now. Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit. Let's see what he's talking about.